Yo, what the deal? It's your boy X.E.L. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you. Yes, you. Thank you for coming back. But if you are new here, do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll let you know when I drop another video. Today, we're going through it, man. All right. So today, what we're going to do is go Cakewalk versus Cubase. Who you got? Let's see what we're talking about here. All right, let's go. All right, so it's only right to start at the pricing. So you have three different versions of Cubase that you can actually get. You have your Elements 14, you have your Artist 14, and you have your Cubase Pro 14, right? Some of them come with different things. And as you see, the price ranges are various. So $100 to $300. So you're doing another 200 bucks, right? And then you have another 200 plus bucks just to get to the Pro version, almost $600. Is it actually worth that $579? We'll go through the video and see. So let's check out Cakewalk. All right, so here we are on the Bandlab site for Cakewalk, and it just has a download. There's no price for it because Cakewalk is currently still free. So you can actually download it for free. You get to make, mix, master, unlimited tracks. So there's that. But if you do want to get the advanced versions, they do have the Sonar, which is available. They also have the Cakewalk Next, which is actually available. The difference is Cubase, you can actually use on Windows and Mac. And whereas Cakewalk, you can only use on Windows. So that part about it, you definitely want to give it to Cubase. But price-wise, you're going to give it to Bandlab. I mean, it's free. And even if you're doing a subscription, it's still cheaper than actually getting the Pro version of Cubase. And then when they actually update those Cubases, you still have to pay for those updates. So is it worth it to pay the $5? I don't know. That will be up to you. But let's get into some of the other features that are actually included with these DAWs. All right, so first up, what we'll talk about is customization. Right now I am in Cakewalk, and this theme is my dark theme. If you're interested in this theme or my light theme, I have a link below in the description, or you can just go to xelohh.com, and inside there should be a section that says Cakewalk themes. You can just download them for free, right? So Cakewalk gives you the option to kind of move anything anywhere you want it to actually be. So if you want to move anything in this like console kind of area, you can actually dock it or you can undock it. There's a section over here that will let you dock it at the top. You can undock it, you can collapse it, pretty much whatever you want to do with this setup, you can actually do it. You have an inspector over here. You can actually hide the inspector by hitting I on your keyboard. Boom, it just disappears. You can move your inspector to your left side or your right side if you want to. So if I want to dock it on the right hand side, boom, it's over here on the right hand side. If I want it on the left, I can do it far left. If I want to move this back over, which is my browser, I can move this all the way back over by clicking on here and going left again, and it's going to move it back over to the left. So you have the opportunity to move all these things around. So if I wanted to even move this top thing, right? If I wanted to move this down to the bottom like it is inside of Cubase, I can have it down here. So I have all my stuff down here for my play and stop and all that stuff if I wanted to do that inside of Cakewalk. Whereas Cubase, on the other hand, let's get to Cubase. Things are kind of locked in place. Like your inspector is going to be over here. Regardless, you don't have an option to kind of move it to the right hand side. I really did wish you could move your media over to the left hand side. I like my media on the left hand side. This gives me an easier chance to kind of put things in the track. I don't know what it is about it. I just like it on the left hand side. But inside of Cubase, you don't have that option. You just have your, your VST eyes on this side and your like media explorer. You have your big meter over here, which I do like. I do like the big meter, right? But it's kind of limited in what you can actually do. Like your mixer, you can move it to another screen. It gives you a little option here, but like the chord pads, you can't really move those around. Like even if you try to drag it somewhere, it doesn't really let you move it to another screen. Whereas in Cakewalk, anything inside this like console kind of view down here, you can actually move to a different screen if you wanted to. I do like the fact that you can actually change your keys and command keys inside of Cubase. So if you go up to edit and you scroll down, you have an option here that says key commands, and basically in here you can change any key that you want to inside here, which is really good for this DAW, like, because there's a lot of things that I don't like where they are. So this would be my field day. I'll be working in here for a long time to kind of get everything customized the way I want it. And if you didn't want to do that, you can actually go and hit default and it'll put all of them back to where they're supposed to be. So inside of Cakewalk, you would go to your preferences, and then you would just scroll down to where you have your keyboard shortcuts. And inside here is where you would kind of do that same thing that you are doing inside of Cubase, whereas you can find different things for your console or whatever you're trying to look for, right? And you can find and locate those keys on this left-hand side over here. And these are different keys that you can actually set up and save anywhere on here inside of Cakewalk as well. And one of the important things, like I just said before, is the theme editor inside of Cakewalk is amazing. You can change all these things. So I've modified this theme to make it my own. I put the blue stuff on here, the blue faders. I have solid lines that come through here. So the customization is definitely top notch for Cakewalk. Whereas in Cubase, you can change the colors, but you can't really change the theme. Like I even have my logo inside here, as you guys can see up there. This is my logo, and letting you know that this is my theme that I've created. Where you can't have that inside of Cubase. It's kind of limited in that way. So I definitely have to give the customization to Cakewalk. Amazing, huh? All right. Next up, we're going to talk about some features. All right, Cubase has many features. It comes with a whole lot of sound packs. It comes with sounds. It comes with instruments. It comes with its own auto tune inside there. It comes with a sampler. It comes with a drum machine. It comes with a step sequencer editor. All those things are included inside of Cubase. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna grab a sample from one of the packs that they have, right? And if I click on it, it's gonna bring up the editor down here. And what I can do is double click on it, and it'll give me some stuff in the inspector. So this Vera audio is what I want. And I can click on here, and it's kind of like an auto tune thing where you can actually adjust your stuff to wherever you want it to be. And I thought that was super cool that they actually have this in there for free with Cubase, right? Whereas in Cakewalk, you only have Melodyne. And we all know how Melodyne is. They give you like a trial version. You don't get all the features unless you actually pay for it. So in that case, when you're looking at it like that, you get some Melodyne things for free with the Cubase version, where you don't get that inside of Cakewalk. And Cubase has a lot of really cool ways of actually editing and doing things inside here. So if I right click in here, you get an option for your audio, your instrument track. You can add a sampler track. You can add a drum track, so you can actually add your own drums in here, add a MIDI track. You can add effects, even add a VCA, which is pretty cool. So this is more like your bus kind of area that you can actually make things for, right? You have a folder track that you can actually create, just like you can inside a Cakewalk. And so if I add a folder track, I'm not gonna name it, just add the track, the folder, and then I can just put this inside of the folder, and you see it has an arrow pointing saying it's going to go into this folder. I thought that was really cool. So now you know that it's in that folder. And you have this option down here to do add arranger, add chord track, which is really dope. The thing about this, right? So if I add this arranger channel, as you see, it just puts it kind of in the middle of the track. So let's say I wanted to do this, create something here, right? So now I have an A section for my arranger, which is really cool. And if I wanted to add more, you know, just hold down Alt and then kind of drag across to however much you want. And this is my B section. So you have your A section and your B section for your arranger. The thing that can happen is this can get lost in the mix unless you're trying to, you know, put everything at the top where it doesn't really stay at the top of the screen, which is kind of interesting to me that they didn't just have it set at the top where you can actually have your arranger pretty much anywhere inside the track. So if you have hundreds of tracks, you can get it lost in there. You also have like a chord track that you can add, which is really dope. All right, so as you can see, it'll make the chord for whatever track I have highlighted. I thought that was super cool. Just let me know that it's a C major chord for that track. You have a tempo track where you can have a tempo, but the thing about these, like I said, you have them anywhere inside of Cubase. So if you have a whole bunch of tracks, it's kind of easy to get these things lost inside there. Whereas if you're in Cakewalk, if you wanted to do like your arranger track and all that stuff, you can just, it's like a little section right here. As you see, there's like an arrow with the 2 lines. If I pull this down, you have an arranger track, you have a tempo track, you have a video track. So like all these are separate areas and they stay at the top of the screen. So I know where my tempo is going to be, where my arranger is going to be. And if I want to do arrangement, I'll just kind of click across here. No second thing needed, just grab and drag. And now you have an arrangement there. If I want another arrangement here, I can just add another arrangement, and it's making the sections by itself. And if I want to go to the arranger, I can go right over here to the inspector, hit on the A, and I have my sections here, and I can arrange them however I want to down here. I think it's a little easier inside of Cakewalk. That's just my honest opinion, but I can see the definite need for it inside of Cubase. I just think that they should kind of lock them in place, but that's just my opinion. One of the really cool features that I like that they added was this drum track where you can actually see all the stuff in here. You have instruments, you have like your pad effects that you can put on each pad. You can group your pads if you wanted to. I thought that was really dope. You have an option for delay and reverb down here as well. You have an option to like bypass effects and add different things. I thought this was really, really cool, and gives you that option to kind of set everything up the way you want it to actually be. You get to choose whatever instrument you want to do, or there's a sample in here. So you can use this almost like an MPC in a way, and then you have other pads that you can actually use as well. So this right here, super, super dope. Then they also have like an editor, but let me just add some stuff in here. So I have like 3 things in here. So now if I go to this editor, right, it'll give me an option to see all the things in here in the line. Here's the velocities for all those tracks down here. Super easy to kind of read and kind of see what you're doing. You even have an option to do like a randomization to randomize things. So easy, really easy step sequencer to kind of get used to. And if you wanted to like do like repeats, you have an option for repeats here. So you can repeat different notes if you wanted to. You can offset them down here. The probability of this track actually playing, your velocity variant, and you have a gate as well. So all this is right here inside of this drum machine and inside of the step editor. I thought this was really, really cool, and I really enjoyed that Cubase actually put this in play. Or Cakewalk, on the other hand, you know, you add instrument track. I have an option up here to open up a step sequencer. And you know, Cakewalk step sequencer it's cool. You know, you have like your little boxes down here, but it kind of limits itself. Like if you add like something in here, you can do a split to where it'll do like a flam. You can actually go and click down on this arrow here. You can do the velocity for them, right? So you have your velocity, you have your duration. You can change your swing, your time, and your flam. You should have some options for the slide and portamento. I think they need to update this step sequencer. If it gets updated, it would help so many people out. So if you guys are watching this Cakewalk, let's get it done. And another cool thing that Cubase comes with is a sampler. Yes, you have a sampler inside of Cubase. So if I just drag this over into here, it's gonna load up that sample, and boom, I have my sampler down here set up. I can do slices. I can just do a regular playback and play them on any key. I can do slices down here. So if I wanted to slice up the sample, it can be sliced up into different ways. You can do it by pitch. You can do filters on down here, like really, really dope stuff. Sampler is needed, and Cakewalk sampler has nothing on this. Even the one that they're actually putting inside of Sonar, not even close to this one. So you know, Cubase is definitely want to kill them with that. And it also comes with like Groove Agent. It comes with Halion. It comes with Iconica Sketch, Flux. If you get an upgraded version, you get the Retro Log, you get the Pad Shop, you get the Verve, and the Trip. So like it comes with several things to use to get you started with your process. It also comes with a whole lot of sample packs that you can actually use to make beats as well. Whereas Cakewalk, you don't really have that. All you have is the SI instruments now. Seeing that they took away the TTS1, that was another kind of downfall of it. They kind of took things away from Cakewalk that it had in there, no longer have anymore. So yeah, there's that as well. And Cubase also comes with the Dolby Atmos support. So Cakewalk does not have Dolby Atmos support, nor does the new Sonar. Neither one of them have Dolby Atmos support. Those are the things you kind of want to look at, like you're future proofing your DAW. And I feel like Cakewalk is kind of falling behind in that. So when it comes to like the features and things like that, I have to give it to Cubase, like hands down. There's no other way around it. It comes with like the 4 SI instruments for Cakewalk, but that's about it. Cakewalk, has the Melodyne that comes with it for like your audio editing, and it's not free, so you have to pay for that. So the next category I want to get into would be the ease of use. Like how easy is it to use these DAWs? For this, I'm gonna say Cakewalk. I'm not even gonna do demonstrations of it because it just is. Cakewalk is a lot easier to navigate around. It's a lot easier to find out how to do things. If you're experimenting with stuff inside of Cakewalk, you'll find things a lot easier than you can inside of Cubase. When I first started using Cakewalk to actually make beats in there, I was like, okay, this is not that hard to navigate and find my way around. Cubase, on the other hand, I had to look at a lot more videos, try to find out a lot more things to get to what I wanted it to actually do. So with that being said, I would say it's a little bit easier inside of Cakewalk. With that being said, I still think Cakewalk would take that for the ease of use. And my final thoughts on all this is it doesn't matter which DAW you actually pick. Both of them will pretty much get you to where you want to be. You can pretty much make any genre you want to inside there. Cubase comes with a lot more inside of it. It comes with the sampler, it comes with the drum machine, it comes with the auto-tune stuff. You have different kind of effects that you can actually use inside there. And I think the effects inside there are really cool. The new ones that they have inside of Cubase, all the other ones I'm not too sure about. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I didn't really like their EQs or like their dynamic stuff inside of Cubase. I wasn't a fan of them, but I do like the delay that they just added in there and the reverb, the shimmer reverb that they added in here. Those are super dope. All the other ones, I'll probably pass on them. Cakewalk, on the other hand, I do use the Pro channel when I actually use Cakewalk. It's probably one of my favorite features inside there. But I think they need to step up with the times and kind of elevate themselves. So with that being said, that's pretty much the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think about these two DAWs. Which DAW are you rocking with? Are you rocking with Cakewalk? Or are you rocking with Cubase? Let me know inside of the comment section below in the video. And once again, it's your boy, X.E.L.O. Until next time, people. Peace.
AutoRewind.